So the Chicago Bears have had their fair share of rough quarterbacks. I mean, remember they started with this guy.
Very enigmatic to his career, and that's intercepted by Casey Hayward, and Hayward is out in front, and Casey.
And then obviously now they have Justin Fields, and it's looking brighter. It is looking brighter. He's not quite there yet, but they did have that guy in the middle, Mitchell Trubisky. A lot of people forget about, and he was drafted obviously number 2 overall, way stretch. And he only lasted 4 seasons with the Bears, which eventually he went to the Steelers. Now, why are we bringing this up? Because Trubisky just got signed to a new 3-year deal. He's going to be backing up Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh, along with they also just picked up Tanner Morgan from Minnesota. He was a rookie quarterback, or he's going to be a rookie quarterback. And then they also have Mason Rudolph coming back for like the 5th year in a row. So they kind of got the quadruple trifecta of, in my opinion, mediocre quarterbacks. But there is some interest to this because Trubisky was rumored, he left the Bears. He'd maybe go sit for a year, be a backup for a year, and he'd come back out, kind of like the Marcus Mariota treatment. Obviously, that didn't work out with the Falcons. But now he's signing this 3-year deal. It seems like he's pretty much solidifying himself as a career backup. And I think that's the right move. I think Mitchell Trubisky was never meant to be more than that. He had some upside coming out of North Carolina that 1 year, but he only played 14 college games. That was the knock on him. And some reason he passed. I will never understand that he passed Mahomes and Watson to be the number 2 overall pick. On talent-wise, on play-wise, Watson won a national championship in college. That wasn't enough for you, and you still thought Trubisky was better. And it wasn't just the Bears. A lot of teams thought that's why the Bears had to trade up. There was other teams wanting to go after Trubisky first. So I think this is just proving what some people like myself, and I've been wrong a fair amount of times, but I definitely knew Trubisky was not the number 2 overall pick, and he's meant to be a career backup, and that's what he was. I just, last year he came in, he got his opportunity, and then he threw 3 picks in another half last year. So no, I think this is him realizing he's not starter material, and it's a better deal for him to get out there, get a year of playing time, it's better than for him to get out there, become a starter, get a year of playing time, get hurt, and then that's that. Or he could get 5 years of backup money and make some nice money by maybe playing like a half a game in 5 years. The Chase Daniel treatment. I'm sure there's more than that. But yeah, I think this is Trubisky coming to terms. This is a good move, and the Steelers are a winning organization. So I hope he has fun there for 3 years. Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we all think that Mitchell Trubisky is a career backup quarterback. I think Mitchell Trubisky is a career backup quarterback. Like you mentioned, they just signed Tanner Morgan as an undrafted free agent out of Minnesota. He had a decent career at Minnesota, so we'll see how that translates to the NFL. And they also brought back Mason Rudolph for, I think you were right, the 5th straight year, which a lot of people remember Mason Rudolph for that altercation with Myles Garrett a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But, I think it's going to be Kenny Pickett the whole way. But interesting enough, I just wanted to bring this up real quick. I just got a notification that apparently former Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger ruled against Kenny Pickett his rookie year.
Why?
He was worried about Kenny Pickett. He didn't want Kenny to succeed in Pittsburgh.
But why would he be worried for him if he's rooting against him? That doesn't. Okay, so what that signals to me, and what it signals to me is, I think I was a little harsh there at the beginning. I said it's the quadruple of terrible or not terrible, but middle quarterbacks. I think Kenny Pickett could be good. He was the only quarterback selected in the 1st round last year. And I think the Steelers are pretty much banking on him because you got Mason Rudolph, who is nothing. No offense, Mason Rudolph, but they must just like him in the system. He's terrible. You got Tanner Morgan, who Jake said was very solid in college, but
he was.
An average Big Ten quarterback doesn't cut in the NFL. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. And maybe he can prove me wrong. We'll see. And then, of course, you got Mitchell Trubisky, who's essentially accepting that he's going to be a backup. So nobody's really challenging Kenny Pickett at this point. This is year 2. It's going to be a big year for him. And I guess they just – because they can't hope that it's going to be Trubisky challenge. They saw that half last year. I forget what team they were facing. He threw 3 picks in one half, like when he got his shot. they saw that they've seen years and years of him just not being able to throw. Like the knock, I know we played that Jay Cutler clip at the beginning. The knock is Jay Cutler was always able to make every throw. He just made some bad decisions. Trubisky just doesn't have the talent, you know.
Hey, Jay
So
Cutler was getting quarter. He was a decent quarterback.
he was
Okay.
okay. We'll put it that way. He was
He-
okay. But
Jay
he had
Cutler
a
was decent.
couple of decent seasons, but he had some really bad seasons too. But anyways,
He
back to the
had some good seasons when he went to Miami.
point. maybe, but back to the point though. I think Kenny Pickett, this is just going to be I mean, they're banking on him. So he's got like a year or two to prove himself with nobody really threatening. So he'll have the spotlight. We'll see how he does.